Hello! Totally spontaneous in my dark living room. Just hanging out, no plans, well, a little bit of planning, but not a lot of planning. I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. Oh my God. Hi, Keith. I'm just opening up the stream and getting all settled. Peggy's finishing up her dinner and trying to hold out against Bruno whines for food. Hello, desist. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst with names. Remind me again. I think I've asked you 80 million times now. Literally, I'm in so much trouble. When I'm like 85, I'm going to have no memory left. Hello, Kimmy G. Peggy's going to be joining me in a second. She's finishing her dinner, and Bruno is currently on the couch next to her, just like whining. You'd think he was dying, because she's got like a bowl next to her, and she's not sharing with him. Hello, Dustin. I'm going to throw up in the chat here. Hold on one sec.
You're going to throw up?
No!
I was going to say the same. Don't do that. It's rude.
I'm not going to throw up in the chat. Oh my gosh, punctuation. I'm going to put up in the chat description-y somewhere. I just got to figure out how to do it now. A link, because I don't know if you guys have heard. I saw Veronica, just a bit of Veronica Jude's video, but I saw her post earlier. Oh my God, Dustin. I saw Veronica Jude's thing, and then I saw her post earlier in the Bone Stone and Earthflesh Tarot Facebook group. If you guys have not heard, Avalon Cameron and basically all of Tasmania is on fire. I mean, that's like the generic way to say it, but it's horrible, and I've kind of been following the story, but Avalon Cameron and her family have definitely been displaced, evacuated. It's horrible, and we're hoping for the best and sending a lot of energy her way, but fires like that, forest fires, bush fires, they're terrifying, and I can only imagine the amount of stress that she's under, so I'm kind of just energetically holding space for her and her family and her neighbors and her community, but also Veronica Jude, and I can't remember who else was involved. I think Anna, or I want to say, oh, name is escaping me. Alora Rain, Veronica Jude, I don't know who else was involved, maybe Anna Turian, have started a GoFundMe account. So I'm just going to put the link in the description box so you guys can see it, and I'll throw it up in the chat as well. Peggy's looking at me and tapping her foot. Am I talking really fast?
You are.
I'm the worst. It's when I'm distracted, too, that I'm really bad for it. I don't know if that's saved. Let's see. Let's see. I have some wine, but I want to do, once we have a few people in here, I thought I would do like a little fun choose a card reading for anybody who's on live and then anybody who watches it back. But I want to do that before I start sipping my wine. So for now, I have water. But I am hoping you guys are all settled and having a good evening. And my dog is rattling her. She's like, shake, shake, shake. So if you're wondering what that sound was. She's here. She's just in the background eating her salad. She doesn't want to, like, mow down on camera. I can't say that I blame her. And I didn't want to wait because impatient. And because I want to show you guys things and read cards and do things. Okay, I got to get the stream open so I can actually see the chat like a normal person. Let's see if I can figure it out. Probably not. Oh, and she's typing. It's frightening to see as well as loud. She's having such a good time. Oh my gosh, Steve made teriyaki chicken tonight and it was so good. What did y'all have for dinner tonight? I'm curious. Tell me. Tell me. I want to know. Nosy girl wants to know. Hi, Satya. Aw, take care of your fur babies. I hope everybody's okay. Sending lots of love. Mukbang stream. I don't know what that means, Dustin. Is that a food? You had Chinese food. Helpful. Is mukbang a dish? Am I being a total dork right now? It was bad for you? Sometimes the bad for you food is the best food. Mac and cheese, a girl after my own heart. My favorite comfort food. Steve's homemade teriyaki chicken was bomb. It was so good. Okay, I'm going to open up the stream. I swear, I'm a squirrel. One isn't doing well. I'm assuming that's what you mean, Satya. I am sending so much love. It is really hard when our fur babies are not doing well. Stressful and hard, and we want to make everything better for them right away. It's really tough. So sending you lots of love. Don't forget to take care of you too. Yeah. One isn't doing too well.
That's salad. You don't like lettuce.
Keith says lettuce is the devil's work? Oh my goodness.
That's why you put bacon on it.
I'm sorry, social eating streams? Oh wait. Mukbang is the Korean thing. Hold on, I'm still trying to open my stream on my computer. Is the Korean thing where people stream themselves eating food? Are you streaming yourself eating Chinese food, Dustin? Is that what you're telling me right now? Mukbang literally means eating broadcast in Korean. It's a style of live stream where, oh, dang it, I wish, I gotta get the comments open over here. My tablet shows me the comments, but then it like slowly fades, and it's the most stressful thing because I'm trying to read it really quick. Hi, Anna. I'm not pulling readings. I'm gonna do a general pick a card reading for the group here in a minute, but I'm not doing like one-on-ones tonight. I'm just kind of chit-chatting, hanging out, and then I'll do a general here very shortly. But we're just chatting about food right now. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to be reading with the Sasarabito Tarot and the Amethyst Oracle. Oh, Dustin was saying, tell Peggy to eat on stream and you can just label it as a mukbang. I get it now. I'm so slow. It's actually kind of a joke. Like, things go right over my head all the time. All right, let me pop out my chat.
Well, they definitely labeled it as muck.
Muck?
Muck.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching Peggy try to get like vertical again. It's kind of funny. She's like a turtle on her back. She's just like, I can't get up. You were fighting out of your blankets. It was hilarious. Hello between my aura. Hi. Sassy burrito. It's the best. I am like loving it. I gotta tell you guys, I was actually a little bit scared for my Mons Tarot when I started working with this one. Because my Mons Tarot, hi Vegan Crafter. My Mons Tarot is like my soul deck. But this is so good. It's so good. Like, it's not the, yeah, this is, yeah. I'm almost out of words. Like, it's so beautiful. Yeah. I did a generic general choose a card reading on my channel earlier today with this deck. So I'm going to do one of those live here on the chat here in a minute. But, you have studying to do. It was good to see you, Desist. Yeah, no pressure. This was super impromptu. And, like, there's, you know what, we're at the point now in the tarot community where there's always something going on. Whether it's, like, online here or in our personal lives, I totally get it. And this kind of thing is just really casual. It's always watchable back later, let's put it that way. But I just thought it would be fun. I'm going to pull out I've already pulled out my Sassy Burrito. I'm also going to pull out my Amethyst Oracle. And what I'm going to do in a minute is we're going to do a pick a card reading. I just want some feedback on what kind of pick a card we want. Do we want like on a particular topic? Do we just want a general for who's in the room and who's watching this back later? What do we want, do you think? Hi, Shadow Moon Tarot. You're edging your... Oh, Madame Endor... Okay, so, Dustin, is Madame Endor's fortune cards, are those out of print? Or are they still available? And are they mass-produced, or are they like Etsy? Because I keep seeing references to them, but I haven't looked them up yet. Oh, and I was going to put that link in the chat, too, for the GoFundMe for the Tasmania fire mess. So there it is. I put it in the description box, but I don't know if it shows yet. It might not show till after, but for anybody just joining, Tasmania in Australia, they're having this horrific bushfire event, and another member of our community, Avalon Cameron, and her family have been displaced. They've had to evacuate their home. They live off-grid, so there's a really good chance that if the fire reaches their home, that they will lose everything. So it's pretty bad and stressful for them right now. So I'm energetically holding space, but I also want to share this information. The GoFundMe was put out by Veronica Jude and Alora Rain, and I think Anatorian is involved too. I don't know for sure who all. And I didn't see Veronica Jude's video, but she has one up, a live where she talks about it. I caught just the last couple minutes when everything was frozen, but you got them on Amazon? Is it a, Dustin, is it a, like, its own system, or is it... I think it's its own system. They looked really cool. I remember seeing images of them. I wonder if it's just that I have issues finding it at Amazon Canada. Maybe that's what it was. I feel like I looked them up at one point and then I couldn't find them. So yeah, I thought I would do I'll get Peggy in here first, but I thought I would do a choose a card reading for the group on a subject, maybe. Depends on what people want. We could do it on love. It's almost February. The month of commercialized love. It's an oracle deck. Yeah, I thought so. I need to look up images on that one again. I feel like I really... Oh, I told Dustin already. I was like, I need to tell you. This is how my memory works. Like, it just doesn't... It doesn't work. That's the short of it. Hello, Melanie! But the astrology cards, I'm so excited. So, short story long, I ended up being a model for a yoga book that I'm really excited about participating in. It's a revised edition of a yin yoga book, and I worked with the author of the book because I teach from the perspective of a larger bodied yogi, and so I was brought in for that purpose. I'm really excited that the author is pulling that perspective into the book. But anyways, I did that on Sunday, posed for a bunch of photos, and I was paid for my time, which was something I didn't expect to happen. I was so excited to be a part of it that I was like, yes, no matter what. And then a little bit of money showed up, and I was like, oh, that's so nice. Also, I've been doing so much prosperity magic lately that I was like, yeah, go me. Hello. But because that money came in, I told Peggy, I was like, I really want to splurge on that astrology deck. Like, I keep drooling over it and telling myself it's not a very practical thing right now, but I want to be studying the astrology, and it's so beautiful, and I just was like, I want it. And she's like, yeah, go for it. So I did. So it's ordered. Hi, Tammy.
Where's the thing?
I keep looking here, even though the comments are right in front of me here. What are you looking for?
Where's the other thing?
Mine is here.
Oh.
Next to me, so I can show it.
Which one did you take?
Oh, I've got the wrong one.
Yeah, you got the wrong
trade
one.
Me.
I thought so.
Trade me. Thank you. That's the secret one. Sorry, we're talking in tongues over here. Hello to everybody just joining. So I am shuffling because in a minute here, I thought I would do a fun little choose a card reading for whoever's in lives, and then whoever chooses to watch us later. You can adjust the camera, honey, now that you're in here.
No, it's okay. I'll sit over here in the corner.
But you're like, fix it. Fix it. You're going to be all weird. I told her to fix it, so she just moved her.
I just spilled water all down my chest.
Did you? Can I show? Can I show the group?
No, it's not there. It bounced off. It's a good shirt. It bounced off.
This is weird, because, like, the perspective.
Hi, everybody. Oh, now she's upset. Her OCD senses are tingling.
What? Who is mine?
Mine. It's like yours.
You just said mine.
No, I don't have it.
She can't talk. She's sleepy. Peggy says hi to everybody.
I say hi. I did say hi. I said hi, everybody.
Did you? I missed it. I'm very easily distracted.
You're so busy just adjusting the camera. You don't look right. You're off in an angle. Whoa, buddy boo, what are you doing?
Bruno would like to be
in
the pile now. Hi. Hello. He's like, I am here now. Pay attention to me. Hi, bud.
You know, he's like, I had a little bit of food, but it's not enough.
It's not your dinner time. You've got like an hour to wait. Okay.
Okay, you ever do that when you put water in a container that has a lid, and then the water puddles on the lid? I'm trying to drink. Oh, look, this is so I won't spill it. And then the
whole, like, lid water falls
the lid is draining down my chest while I drink so cleanly, and, yeah.
Okay, so because I have priorities, I feel like we should definitely do the choose a card reading soon, because once I've done the reading, I'm going to let myself sip on some wine. Snowing here. I have heard that the weather is nuts everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, apparently, I have to go look this up. Apparently, it's so covered in water.
It's like this horrible
cold snap. I have a drinking problem.
Like,
they're calling for wind chills of -50, and I'm from, like, you know where Chicago is compared to where I used to live, and I've never seen that.
That's crazy. And I was feeling kind of bad because I was like, the other day I was talking about how we're having the most mild winter. What are you doing? You're not supposed to show that phone. That was mine to show. She's stealing my thunder. Now I have to beat her on camera for all the world to see.
You're already smacking me in the leg.
That's why I said I have to beat you, so they would know what the smacking sound. It is not. Also, that's your other leg.
As long as you're hitting the good one, you're fine.
So anyway, yeah, exactly. Hello.
So are you doing that thing that I suggested with the 3?
I already told people. You've got to pay attention.
Do I have to pay? Okay, show of hands. Do I have to pay attention?
Say yes.
Or is it more fun when I don't?
No, say yes. Yeah, it's freezing.
Yeah, it's bad.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I felt really bad the other day. I was talking about how mild our winter was, and Peggy was like, "What are you doing? Like, so many people are having the worst winter ever." And I was like, "What?" Look at the news. I'm like, "Oh."
We've got like 5 different. Yeah, we're in Canada, in Vancouver. We've got 5 different things blossoming outside. This is hers.
This is my newest reading cloth that Peggy made me. It's so cute. I'm like literally dying. Look at this owl. And it's on this, like, really pretty, like, wine-colored velvet. And I am dying over this right now. It's so cute. It's probably one of my favorites. is so cute. It's so cute. So yes, she made a couple of them, but this one is all mine.
She's upset. She's hating me because this one's not for sale.
It's not for sale, so I did want you to show
The other
it.
one, but that's hers.
But yes. Hello, Rochelle. So what I thought I would do, so I have some wine for the chit-chats and all of that good stuff, but I thought...
Well, you're not drinking right now.
Well, yeah, I just said that. I thought before...
I was catching up. I was asleep 30 minutes ago.
I was like, hey, I'm going to go live later. I said, do you want to come on? And she's like, well, if I'm going to come on with you, I need to have a nap. And I was like, okay, have a nap. Dinner's in 30 minutes. Go.
She throws a blanket on me and goes, okay, have a nap then.
Totally. Hello from Kelowna, Mary Grace.
Woo.
How's the weather over there?
BC, Canada.
Yeah. Oh, the Canada.
Did you explain what you're doing?
Yes, I did. Several times. We're gonna, but I'm gonna
explain it again.
So we're gonna, for everybody.
Well, I don't think anybody's done this before. If they have, we've never seen it.
Pay attention to
Hello,
your
Grunt
dog.
Grunt.
He wants your attention right now. We are gonna. I'm going to do a hello, Jujubee. In a minute, I'm just gonna get some opinions from you guys. I'm going to do a choose a card reading. So I'm gonna be pulling a few cards, probably 3. And in combination with 3 oracle cards. And so I'm going to do it on either a topic you guys want to be read on kind of collectively. So we'll kind of vote on a topic and then I'll do a reading. And what you'll do is as I'm getting everything ready, you'll pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and then I will read for you. And that message will be for everybody who picked 1 or everybody who picked 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
is that clear for people?
If you pick 3, the first 2 readings are for you.
Clear as mud? Clear as mud, everybody?
What are you doing, buddy?
It's a little chilly, can't complain, says Mary Grace.
Yeah. Buddy, hi. You're making
the dog is like...
He wants something, and I'm ignoring him.
You can't ignore him. He's going to growl, and he's right in the microphone. You got to figure it out.
Do you need to go outside?
No.
Do you have to go potty?
No.
A little... He's willing to go.
He's like just... No, he wants to eat something. Okay, Melanie's got it. Yay! The dog. So now all I need
Is anybody hearing this guy?
Yeah, everybody's hearing him. For sure. They can't see him though, and I can't turn the camera without it being a total gong show. Don't let him keep doing it.
It's Bruto. He's trying to beg, and he's really bad at it. So he just makes these funny noises.
He thinks we're dumb, so he's trying to explain to us that he would like food now.
I can't feed him.
It's definitely
Dude, I cannot give you food.
He's a little dog too. Have you not seen him, Rochelle? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look, this is our little growler.
This is the guy who was making the noise. Hi.
He just stares, wags his tail, and intently starts to like with his growl. It's pretty.
Do you want to go outside? Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's willing to go outside.
Okay, I see when you get back.
Yeah, apparently I'm going outside.
So in the meantime, I thought maybe I would get some opinions on what kind of pick card reading we want. Do we want it on generically on say work, generically on say relationships, generically on say personal growth? Generically on, say, what's up for you for the rest of the week? What do you want? Hit me with some opinions, and we'll put this thing together.
That's weird. I'm over here watching a live, and I'm still in the camera over there, so it's lagging.
Do you have it on your laptop?
Yeah, I do.
Peggy's taking the puppers outside. Personal growth, vegan crafter. All right.
My
personal growth. Oh, that's 2 votes for personal growth. All right. I like it. Oh, 3 votes for. Wow. Okay. 3 votes for personal growth. Rochelle says work. I think personal growth might be winning this one, but we'll give it a couple more seconds here for more votes to come in. I've actually just finished designing a new reading that I'm probably going to be testing soon, which is a self-worth reading I'm going to be putting up in my Etsy shop soon. I'm pretty excited about that. I wouldn't mind the rest of the week. Hi, Pepper Jackie. I'm just getting ready to do a choose a card reading, and I think we're going to do it on the subject of personal growth. So if you've never done a choose a card reading, a lot of times these are just pre-recorded, so it'll be kind of fun to do one live. But typically how they work is that I will shuffle and draw a card in 3 different piles, basically. 1 tarot, 1 oracle. And then what we'll do is before I start doing any of the describing or talking through those cards, oh good, another vote for personal growth. Before I start talking through those cards, I'll ask everybody to pick a number. And if you happen to be watching this on replay, then you can pause the video or just, hang out with us and pick your own number. And then when I start reading, you'll pay attention to the message that I talk through that matches up with your number. That makes sense? So if you say 1 and I say this is the reading for the 1s, that kind of thing. So I've got the Sasa Burrito, the Sassy Burrito, Sasarabito Tarot, and the Amethyst Oracle. And I did one of these pre-recorded on my channel earlier today. Hi, Fairy Luna Wolf. We're just about to do, I'm going to do a choose a card reading for everybody here in a second on the subject of personal growth with my Sasarabito and my Amethyst Oracle. And then after I've done some reading, I'm going to sip some wine and we can chit-chat about tarot and whatever else you guys want to talk about. I also want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff we've got going on in the group right now because that's pretty fun and exciting. Hello again, Amanda. Peggy made this for herself. Isn't it great? She's so good. I could not do what she does because it requires you to like not plan and like be creative and mix things up. Hello, Bee. How you doing? Sorry, I've just got notifications popping up I need to close. So reading is going to be on personal growth. I'm going to draw cards in a minute, 1 tarot, 1 oracle. So if you want to participate in the choose a card, then as I'm shuffling here, when you're ready and you feel like you've focused on your personal growth, then go ahead and put up your number. So 1, 2, or 3. And then we will do it. Hi. This is just a collective reading for anybody who wants to participate, so you don't have to participate. Totally optional. Yes, Sasarabito, right? Sasarabito, yeah. I say it right when I'm not talking too fast or jumbling over my words, which I do. All right, guys, so if you want to participate in the Choose a Card reading for personal growth, then pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and pop it into the chat when you are ready. If you don't feel like announcing your number, that's totally fine. Hi, Jeff. You're listening on the way home. I'm just about to do a Choose a Card reading. So 1, 2, or 3, and I will be reading 1 tarot and 1 oracle card on your personal growth associated with that number. Perfect. So I'm just getting the Sasarabito all shuffled up, and then I will be doing the Amethyst Oracle, and I will do 1 card of each in combo. Okay, so in a moment here, after I see a bunch of numbers come up, I'm going to separate out into piles, and we'll get started. So I've got my Sassy Burrito all nice and shuffled. I'm going to shuffle my Amethyst, and then I'll divide up the piles here in a moment. Everybody's saying hi, Jeff. I know you're listening, so you probably can't type, but everybody's saying hello to you. I've really been enjoying how these 2 decks have been working together. So my goal with this reading is to just give everybody who participates a message designed to best serve you in this moment on your path to personal growth. If you're watching this on replay, these messages are still for you. You just pick your number and watch that number, and hopefully you will have a message that resonates. As with anything general, just take what works for you, take what serves you best, what resonates, and feel free to leave the rest. But if you're just joining us now, I'm just doing a pick a card. So we're going to do readings on personal growth, and I'm about to separate into piles. All right. Okay, so I'm going to cut, and we're going to pull the pile for number 1. I'm going to set that aside. I'm cutting my Amethyst Oracle. Perfect. So there's our combo for 1 set to the side. Here's my combo for 2 set to the side, and my combo for 3. So if you haven't picked a number yet or thought one to yourself, do that now. I'm about to start for number 1. I'll do the big reveal. Nice. All right, here we go. So number 1, I have pulled for you the 9 of Swords and the Truth card. So the 9 of Swords here, what I'm seeing, the first thing that's popping into my head for you number 1s is that there's been a lot of other people's opinions and sort of stuff crowding you out right now. You've been experiencing a lot of maybe people who think they're being really helpful and telling you how things should go, maybe some unsolicited advice, and perhaps even just some strong personalities that have been crowding you out to the point where it's been difficult to find your own personal truth, your own personal voice. And what I'm seeing here is a real need to cut through the crap. like cut through the clutter and reconnect with what's happening in your own mind, reconnect with your own inner truth. That's going to be more important to you now than ever. So whereas maybe you might have a tendency to lean into the support and the advice of those closest to you, sometimes what can happen is they can drown out your own personal voice, and you can find yourself melding your opinions around what the people around you might think, either think of you or think of what you're doing with your life or how you're progressing. And so I think that it's going to be really important here to tune as much of that out as you can, turn your focus inward, find that peace and that quiet and that simplicity in order to dig down and find what's actually true for you. So the truth is going to be something a little bit hard to grab onto at first, something a little bit slippery. And so that's why it's, you can come sit down, honey. She's like standing there so politely.
For a change. That's a rare thing.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it while it lasts. That's why it's going to require that inner silence, that shutting other people out long enough so that you can actually dig down to the truth of what is. So 9 of Swords typically, in a stereotypical Rider-Waite-Smith fashion, often means anxiety and worries and things like that. But I got this really strong message from this card for you guys, that it's also other people's voices, not your own inner critic, which is present. It's also all these other voices. So
that annoying person that says, do this, and you're like, but I don't want it.
Yeah, but not everybody's able to do that right away, which is kind of...
that's the thing.
And that's kind of the message, is like,
no,
sometimes we want to do what Peggy does, but instead we're like, oh, good point, and then we second guess ourselves. So the strong message for you, don't second guess yourself, tune into your inner truth and follow that, and you're going to start to make some progress. So if you were a 1, hopefully that resonates and makes some sense for you, and you can apply it in your life in a good way. I'm going to set those cards over here so I don't mix them up in case I want to draw more. Next up, we have number 2. So 2s. I have drawn for you, more swords.
I'm going to be disruptive again because I don't have my glasses and I can't see a thing.
Peggy's going to move. We have the Queen of Swords for you, and we have collection. And again, we're seeing a call here for clarity, for cutting through the noise, but this is a little more specific. I see the Queen of Swords for you 2s as somebody who really needs to step up and step into their own power. So this is somebody who maybe has just been starting to toy with the idea of setting some real boundaries in your life, of starting to clarify what you will and won't accept, of starting to really carve out a space for yourself that is powerful and sacred and true. So I'm really feeling like there's a little bit here around starting to say no to people, around standing your ground, but in a compassionate way. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can go a little too far to one side or the other of that spectrum. Usually, Queen of Swords, if she's going to be out of balance, tends to lean a bit towards the being a little too brutally blunt and maybe not softening the messages as much as she could. So as you start to establish boundaries and learn how to say no and speak up for your personal power, consider how you could do that while still being compassionate and kind to the people around you. But definitely stepping into your power is a big part of what you have coming up.
What type is this?
This is the Sassy Burrito. Sasarai Bito. It's nicknamed
Sasarai Bito.
In the Amethyst...
You're going to have to write that up for me because now I'm just confused.
Here, I'll give you...
No. Finish your reading. That's fine. We live together. I can harass you anytime.
The Oracle card I have for you is collection.
Okay.
So this tells me that one of your strengths is your ability to collect information and apply it from a variety of sources in unique and different ways. So for example, this would be a card that would apply to somebody who tends to be fairly eclectic in their personal practice, somebody who benefits from other people's experiences, learns from other people's mistakes, can collect all of this information in their mind and in their brain, I guess, for lack of a better way to express it.
The mind is the brain.
Mind is the brain. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can collect all of this stuff, and then you can pick the pieces that are relevant in a given situation and apply them. And that can, in a way, be your superpower. This ability to sort of bend and flex your experiences and really apply what you've learned, what you've observed. Maybe if you people watch and you notice something, or you've seen other missteps people have made or other positive steps people have made, you can go, oh, here's how I can apply that to my life. So while you're in the process of stepping into your personal power, as you're doing that, keep in mind that you've got all of this resource available already inside of you. Think about the magician with that. You already have all the tools that you need. You already have all the skills that you need. And all you need to do is just pick out of what you have it already inside of you and start applying it in a powerful but compassionate way. So hopefully, I'm seeing some feedback coming through. Resonates. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, so definitely think about queening up a little in the queen of, that's been my phrase in my brain lately, but I know. I think it's because, okay, let me say the thing. Just stepping into your power. Let's just sum it up there. The queening up thing is because I'm going to a tarot conference, and one of the people that's speaking is the author of the book Queen Up. So I've kind of got this in the back of my head.
Oh, you just got the excitement going.
I've got the excitement going.
Now you're excited about this thing, so now you're applying everything to that.
It's so true. I'm so impressionable in the way that like I started saying A in Canada before I moved here.
She does it more than I do.
Like I wasn't even here. I was just talking to her on the phone.
But
anyways, I hope that number 2 was very resonant. Yeah, I do. I say it way more than you do. But I also worked with somebody who said a lot when I first moved here.
It's not my problem.
Well, it kind of is because you have to put up with it. All right, that was number 2, guys. That was number 2.
I'd rather ignore. It's a toss-up, really, because you were like hitting me on the leg earlier. I'd rather just ignore the A's. And...
Oh, you don't want me to beat you anymore?
No.
Oh, that's no fun for me.
Uh-huh.
All right, we have a lot of 3s, and 3s are coming up, so let's see what 3s have. Ooh, God, I love these 2 decks together. Okay, so 3s, you have the 10 of Cups and the Perspective card. Now, this is a cool combination. So let's talk about the 10 of Cups a bit. So let me put that down because it's distracting. The 10 of Cups is that emotional fulfillment place. It's like things have lined up and have started to settle in a way that starts to feel like you're really... like you're like, okay, I can kind of breathe easily. I've got not a lot of emotional upheaval, huge issues kind of coming my way. If you've recently been through some tower experiences or even some 5 of Swordsy kind of tower light experiences or some of those kinds of things, you're finally in a place where the ground feels a little bit solid. You're able to feel connected to the people around you, and you're able to allow some of that goodness in that perhaps was a little bit blocked before. But what also catches my attention about this is this opportunity to take in what's around you, which is why I'm actually kind of excited about this combination. If you look closely at the 10 of Cups, you'll see that it's a group of people around a campfire. And in my mind's eye, they're all sort of laying back in front of the fire and looking up at the stars and taking it in. They're letting themselves be in the moment and enjoy the moment. And interestingly, the Perspective card that came up in the Amethyst Oracle is also looking up to the sky. Now, this has an interesting perspective literally because the image is from below these mushroom caps. So you can imagine that this figure that you're kind of embodying in this image is very tiny and the world feels very big around them. And so both of these have this feeling of expansion and of opportunity and of things just feeling big and wide open right now.
Kind of all the things.
Yeah, like, and really this is an excellent place to be as long as you don't linger here too long. So this is a moment where you want to take in all the good stuff, look at all of the possibilities around you, consider what's maybe next, because 10s in any suit are really also the beginning. They're like a culmination, and then 1 + 0, 10, comes back to 1 again, and you move back into an ace moment. And so you have this opportunity now to enjoy the culmination, but don't linger so long that you miss out on that opportunity for the next new adventure. And Perspective tells me that this is a time when you can really step back, see the big picture, and then start to apply the lesson to what's next. So a real opportunity for personal growth, a real opportunity here to step into something new and exciting. And yeah, they're very positive, these cards together.
I was just going to say, am I looking at that right to assume that it's in a very positive outlook?
Super positive. Yeah, these 2 cards together were super positive. And sometimes I also like, another thing you can take out of this Perspective card that might be worth applying is the idea of beginner's mind. So sometimes when we've done a lot of growing or learning, we sort of get a little stuck in our heads. And beginner's mind is that opportunity to come back to a place where you approach things with that beginner perspective on purpose so that you can grow in a new way. Like, I'll apply this from the example of yoga. As a yoga teacher, I've studied and studied and studied and studied yoga, but sometimes I need to go to my mat as if I'm a beginner and just feel things out in my body.
There you go.
It's like that, but your life. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes some sense and resonates for some people. So yeah, very positive. I didn't see any serious smackdowns. I'd say if anything, the most difficult reading out of these 3 was maybe the 1s who need to get some clarity. The 2s just need to step up into their personal power. And 3s just enjoy the moment and get ready to start your new adventure. Yeah. I love doing these. I love doing these. So hopefully that resonates. And if you're watching this back, hopefully your message resonated as well. Fun to do that live. I want to do more of these on my channel as well, just generally, because I think they're really fun. I like to watch them.
Maybe have a little...
And
people...
It does resonate 100%. Nice. Have a little thing.
Or just have a little thing where people can say what... Like, not obviously right now, because it would take all night, but do a little thing on your page or something where people can say, hey, I'd love to see you address this question one day.
Oh, yeah, like a poll. Okay, so speaking of Facebook, and now that I'm done reading, I'm going to have some wine. So speaking of Facebook, we are right now, if you are in the process of learning tarot or oracle, or even if you are an experienced reader who wants to like try new systems, you want to do Lenormand, you want to do oracle cards, or you want to learn a new deck, get to know it a little bit. Peggy, my brilliant idea machine, had the idea on my group.
I'm still waking up. It's fine.
I'm
not brilliant just yet.
I'm just complimenting you. You just have to sit there and look pretty. Okay.
Mm.
So
I'm so pretty.
Peggy had this idea, and it's actually really fantastic. We've just started it in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group.
I made the first post on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Sunday afternoon?
Technically, I made it. So there.
Oh, wow.
It was Peggy's idea, though. The Ten of Cups was one of my body, mind, spirit readings for today. Still not sure how it resonates, but it definitely has a message. Yeah, worth digging into, Shadow Moon. That was my stalker card last year. Can't complain. Please, Ten of Cups, feel free to continue to stalk me. I'll hang out with you for a long time. That's fine. Oh, good, Mary Grace. I'm so glad. Yeah, and just... I'm trying to get in the habit of saying this, and I feel super awkward, but just don't forget that I also have an Etsy shop, and I'm putting new readings up all the time. I'm going to be testing one soon. It's a self-worth spread that I've developed that I'm really excited to dig into. So I'm going to be doing that soon. I just put up a fairy tale one that I just tested for a client you have my box lid. That I just tested for a client. Anyways, I got off topic. Back to the topic. So in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group, we're going to be weekly, unless it gets really busy, and then maybe a couple times a week. But for now, weekly, we'll be putting up a question, like a generic question. And the idea, it's called Give a Reading, Get a Reading. The idea is that it's like a reading chain for practice. So maybe you explain, because you're better at it.
Okay, so first person puts in their name, and then the person that comes... So if you put your name down, then basically you're obligated to read whoever's name... You are promising to do a reading for the person that came before you in the list. There's no rules on what kind of a reading you can give. You can do a 24 card Lenormand. No, that's not the one.
The Grand Tableau?
Grand Tableau.
The 36 card Lenormand.
Yeah, you can do a full Grand Tableau.
So cute.
I used to remember the name.
But you are cute.
Yeah, you can do a full Grand Tableau or a one card pull, whatever you want to be working on, learning, practicing. So you have no obligations on what to do. You do a reading for the person that is before you. The question is set for it's the same question. That way nobody gets confused as to where things are going.
So for example, somebody will come in and say, hi, I'm reading for, and they'll tag the person they're reading for, whoever was just in front of them. And then the next person after that says, hi, I'm reading for.
I'm not awake enough to explain this.
Yeah, the next person says, hi, I'm reading for so-and-so. And then once you've done your reading, you just reply to that person.
I started this chain. The next person that came in, they did a quick reading for me. And then the next person that came in did a quick reading for that person. The next person that came in. So it's going down the chain. The question, what was the question that we put?
What will the next few days look like?
What will the next few days look like? Just keep it really simple. Because it is not a free reading for us. It's not about getting the free reading. It's about learning how to give a reading. Or like Lisa, she jumped in because she wants to.
I'm doing more readings with Lenormand.
Well, and didn't you use a different deck that you wanted to practice with on the one that you just did?
Lenormand. I used Lenormand because I want to get more regular with my Lenormand
so people are going back. So what you read, how you read, there's no rules on that. If you want to do a video, do a video. If you just want to do a quick...
We just did our first one, and it was actually kind of cool because somebody read for Peggy and did a video, and she just posted the YouTube. Excuse me. She just posted the YouTube link in response to Peggy's post. And then I read for somebody with Lenormand, so I did a 3-card Lenormand reading. And then somebody read for me with tarot and did, I think, I can't remember how many cards, a few cards, tarot. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see different, and everybody's saying what deck they're using.
And nobody's going to get ripped off. Whoever whoever is the
Last
next
in the chain.
Whoever's the last person in the chain, since I started the chain, I'll do a reading for them. But either Lisa or I will come in and because I need practice, and she has all these decks that she wants to.
I'm always working on a new deck. We're not a new deck, but a different deck.
One or the other of us will do a reading for whoever's last in the chain before we close it. We'll do a new topic every week.
Yeah. It's actually really neat so far.
Well, it's already there as an example for anybody to take a look at.
Yeah, you can take a look at it in the group, but it's really fun because we're encouraging people to give each other feedback. Like, did this resonate?
So many people want to learn how to give readings, and it's like...
And what's cool is you can learn from...
at some point, you just got to rip off the Band-Aid and do
just
it.
start doing them, yeah.
This is just the opportunity
this is really fun because also it's very low pressure, and we can learn from each other's readings. Because the readings are posted right in response, right in the thread, you can actually learn from how other people have read. And that's something that I really understand and have accepted within the yoga community, is that you go to a class, you learn something from a teacher, you sort of fit that into your teaching style somewhere. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And so over time, you'll learn not just your own style, but you'll also pick up bits and pieces that you love that other readers do. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's no
people think, oh, I shouldn't copy, but it's not copying. Well, it's like this resonates, I'm going to start incorporating that.
It's not a hard science like math where 1 + 1 always equals 2.
Yeah,
it's more personal than that. It's
like,
more,
rip it off.
But it's more personal than that. No two readers read alike. So, we do have a list today, Madeline, on the Facebook group. There's already like 3 or 4 people that have joined in.
Oh, no, she's asking about, sorry.
Oh, for readings, we're not doing readings
Sorry,
today.
Madeline. I'm not doing regular readings. I just did, so if you rewind the live chat, which it should let you do now, I did a choose a card on personal growth. So if you go back to the beginning of the chat, you'll find a spot where you can just sort of focus on a number and then listen to how I read for your number. So I did that. That's rewatchable after as well. And I've got to choose a card on my channel as well, but no live readings. Oh, you haven't been in the group. Yeah, definitely check it out. We're starting to get a really good regular discussion going in the group. A lot of people are asking great questions. We're getting good conversation going. And Peggy is so good because I am so bad at leading groups. So she's like in there always posting like topics and questions and stuff, which is awesome. Yes, exactly, Doug. That's exactly right.
The one thing I will say about what we're trying to do with Give a Reading, Get a Reading, is that Hidden Behind the Moon has said they do face to face, but very nervous about going online.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, and this is one thing that we've been very, very clear about not being judgmental. There might be things that just simply do not resonate. So you're like, oh, I want to try online, but I'm nervous. I want to try online, but I'm nervous. You're not going to find out whether it resonates until you've tried it a couple times.
That's so true.
So it's like, you might do a couple readings, and it's like, wow, and if somebody says, okay, maybe it doesn't resonate. Maybe the reading's like, oh, that doesn't resonate, but I can see what you're trying to say. Nobody's,
Where's that list again, please? Oh, are you talking about Shadow Moon Tarot? Are you talking about where this reading chain is happening? It's happening in the Supportive Tarot Facebook group, and the post is pinned at the very top. So there's somebody who has put their name and read for somebody else. So the chain is open right now if you want to hop
you can see what's already happening and then just join in.
And I think you're in the group already. Yeah, so the post is pinned.
I was babbling and you made me stop.
Sorry.
Anyway.
I thought you pointed so I could answer the question.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the thing is that it's not going to be for everyone, and what we're doing, the reason why we created some rules and the reason why we're policing it a little bit is just to make sure that everybody is aware that this is a learning tool, and sometimes it's not going to go the way you want it to go, and that's fine too. That is really fine too. You learn from
when people say this is what hit or this is how this applied. Yeah. And so far, we've been good about doing that. So I think that's really helpful.
We've been, we've definitely been. Well, she said our group is very kind. Yeah, and
Peggy and I are very drama-free people. We're like, keep the drama out of our spaces, okay?
I would rather just take somebody out of the group, for good or for bad. I would rather remove somebody in the group than let drama perpetuate in the group. We're not those.
Well, and I feel like I'm kind of a happy, shiny, fluffy person to begin with. So I feel like people that come into my spaces are kind of not likely to be like that. Maybe I'm just like hopeful.
No, we haven't had any drama. We have not had any drama, and like I said, the Give a Reading, Get a Reading, we did create a small set of rules just to help everybody see where the intention and what we're trying to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of the, like, it's not a judgmental environment, and we've really been lucky that everybody who's joined the group is very much on board with that.
And I like that we have a mix of people of like experienced readers and also brand new readers, people who are just starting to learn tarot. So we have this wide variety of experience, which means that and so like if you're experienced, you can jump into the chain to try a new deck, to try to help.
Absolutely. And here's the thing.
Like I'm going to be doing Marseille, I'm going to be doing pip decks, I'm going to be doing Lenormand, anything I want more practice at, that's what I'm going to be throwing into those chains.
And here's the thing. We're not going to say you must put your name down, you must do a reading. If you want to do a reading for every single person in the group, keep it to yourself, compare it with what's coming back, and see how you feel about the results that you got. We're not going to stop you.
Yeah, like it's meant to
We're not going to question you. If you said, oh, I did a bunch of readings quietly to practice for myself, and I'm not going to get upset if somebody said, oh, I did a reading and I got a similar result for you, Peggy. I'm not going to be going, where is it? Give it to me. It's
this like, actually came about.
That's not the purpose.
Yeah, it's meant to be practiced. It actually came about in a really cool way. Peggy came up with this idea because I've been in so many tarot groups.
Well, you've been practicing new stuff.
I've been in so many tarot groups where what ends up happening is that people do reading swaps. So somebody says, I'll read for you, and they're like, okay, I'll read back for you. And then you read for somebody, you never get feedback, or you never get a reading back. So you get a lot of people that like don't fulfill their promises, and it gets to be this weird, icky feeling thing. And it's hard to police for admins of groups.
Thanks, Luna Wolf.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like, so really what this is meant to be is everything's visible, everything's transparent. So it's just practice, it's very lighthearted, and you can see, obviously, if somebody says they're going to read for you and they never post a reading, then you know that they never did the reading. So it's really easy to see who's participating. I don't think we're going to have those kinds of problems.
I don't think we're going to, yeah.
So first time here. How come it's showing there and not here?
It just lagged.
Oh, there we go.
Because we got two devices.
Showing some love to my new friends. Hi, Witch on Wheels.
I'm just drinking water. I'm enough of a troublemaker all on my own. I actually
Peggy
don't drink.
And I'm like a 1-2 glass maximum, and I only drink if I'm not pulling cards. So
I keep doing
that is my deal personally. I've got a candle going, and it's like trying to die on me.
Yeah, it needed to be. Anyway.
But why?
But yeah, so if you're interested, because we know it's going to take time for people to get brave.
Yeah.
Hi, Witch on Wheels. We know it's going to take time for people to get brave, so maybe do a couple of you already
quietly, privately.
You already know the topic, because it's like, here's this week's reading, here's the topic. All the readings are on that topic. So you're only practicing how you want to give the reading. There's no pressure. Keeping it relevant. Yeah.
What is the banana?
I have coffee in the morning, and water all day.
Yeah.
Alcohol's just wasted on me.
What's the banana challenge, Witch on Wheels? What is that? Fairy Luna Wolf was talking about? What'd you do with bananas? Is it dirty?
Oh my God, you're a pig.
That's not what I meant. I just meant like, who does a banana?
Anyway, no, if you're just
wondering,
if you're still thinking about whether or not you're brave enough to do the actual give a reading, get a reading, don't be afraid to just, nobody's going to call you out or be upset if you just practice and quietly do readings for the people that have been listed to see if your results are similar to what they're getting as their results. And if you say, like I said, if you come back and you say, oh, I did a couple of practice readings on a couple of you guys, it's like, nobody's going to freak out. Nobody's going to be upset or offended that you've done a reading because you didn't ask for one. It's like, well, dude, you didn't, there's no rules. Nobody's going to come back and say, oh my God, you owe me something. That's not going to happen. 12 bananas?
You ate 12 bananas? Were you so full?
Somebody else did. Oh, wait.
Hi, Jeff. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed. Take care. We're not on for a long time tonight anyway. I mostly wanted to try the 3-card pull a card reading live.
Home now, thank you. Bye. Bye, Cartoon Spirit. You have a good one.
He listened on the way home. He's listening.
I know there's lots of people that do that.
Yeah. Aw, you're welcome.
Yeah, you listen to my dog, Peggy. He's doing it again.
Yeah, because he needs dinner soon. We're not on for very long anyways, but
he needs dinner in an hour.
Mostly what I was doing was I wanted to do the live 3-card reading, and I wanted to talk through the give a reading, get a reading.
The puppy is trying to growl and get my attention.
12 of them on camera. Oh my God. You must have been exhausted.
Ew.
That's a lot.
That kills.
I'm going to have to check that out.
What?
That sounds funny.
Hi.
He doesn't understand when we're talking to the internet and not to him.
We've
but why?
basically he has
Why
this
though?
thing that as soon as we have our dinner, why aren't we giving him his? But he's on a schedule because he's diabetic and we can't break his schedule or he'll get sick.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand this.
He's just like, but I don't know why you
baby.
can't feed me right now. Because he usually eats like about a half an hour after we have dinner, and we had an early dinner tonight, so he's like,
You done?
you're burnt out on bananas now. I don't like bananas on a good day, so.
Oh, she hates bananas.
But I love banana bread.
I just put a
Definitely not eating 12 loaves of banana bread.
I just put a little thing on my Facebook today because these guys were begging for.
Oh, I saw that.
What do you have? These guys. Neither one of these dogs will eat bananas, but every time
Welcome
I'm
back,
eating one, they
Gigi.
come and start begging me, and that literally happened today. And I made a post today about it.
Oh my
Hi,
goodness.
what you looking for? It's not eating time yet.
Oh my goodness. Well, we should probably wrap this one up. I want people to be able to check out the choose a card after as well. But definitely let me know. Join the Facebook group if you're not in it already, and let us know what kind of topics you want me to do in choose a card, and what kind of topics you might want to practice readings on, because those are the kinds of things we're going to be doing in the group, and we can definitely add that to the idea list.
Yes, an idea list. Yeah, well, we got next week's question.
Yeah.
For the give a reading, get a reading.
What is next week's question? Give us
well,
a teaser.
I don't really know yet.
You just said we have it.
That's what we have to get.
Oh, we have to get one. I thought she was like, we have next
You haven't
week's
even
question.
started drinking yet.
And I'm like, what? I love banana bread, but not that much. Exactly. Yeah.
He's half Chihuahua.
He's a Chihuahua Rat Terrier mix, and he is very spoiled. He's extra spoiled now because he got diabetes and then went blind for a while. Then we got him surgery, so he's been pretty catered to for a while now.
Yeah.
And is a little used to getting all of the attention all of the time. So he's a
big
spoiled.
suck.
I like apples too, Pepper Jackie.
What's
I
that?
like apples and citrus fruit and peaches when they're really ripe, which is really hard to do nowadays. There used to be a 24-hour market down the street from where I lived, and they would bring in fresh organic peaches from local farms. And I remember going out at like 2 in the morning, like as if you were going to do an ice cream run, and getting like peaches like this big that were perfectly ripe. They were like delicately packaged and had just come in that day.
I remember we used to go for a drive.
Juice just like running down your chin. Oh God.
I remember
Now I
midnight
really want a
fruit picking
peach.
at the local orchards.
Oh,
We
you
were
would.
incorrigible children.
I wish I had a local peach orchard near me. Oh my gosh.
Well, we only had
And I love
the one guy
tropical. I
that
like
we only had the one guy that
pineapple.
grew peaches. Peaches don't grow very well in Ontario. Aww,
So
baby.
good. So
Anyway.
good. But we
That was
are gonna.
that was fun, that 3 thing that you did.
It was fun. I'm gonna do it again. So we're gonna wrap up, you
Yeah,
guys.
anybody
This was very impromptu, so we are gonna close it out. But
Hi, Barry Ward. Apparently people are still showing up, but we are just on our way back
we
out.
are on our way out. But I like to do these every once in a while. We'll probably be on live. We'll definitely be on live for Self-Worth Saturday morning. It might be shorter. My sister's in town. It might be me and her. Might be me and Peggy. I don't know if she's gonna want to be on camera. I haven't asked her yet. But whatever, we'll work it out, and we will have a Self-Worth Saturday on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be doing the
Let me
big
say
we'll be
Saturday
doing the
again.
big long video on Saturday.
Yeah, that one's
Saturday is always the big long video.
Saturdays. Well, not necessarily long, but it's the.
It has been so far.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks though.
We'll see how it goes. But
Anyway.
I haven't announced that topic yet, but I think it's going to be about trusting yourself. So we'll see how
And
that
if
goes.
anybody has seen or is going to go check out the Give a Reading, Get a Reading and have any questions, I'm the one who's home all day, so if you shoot me a message, I can answer you probably a lot more quickly than Lisa can. Lisa will be happy to answer, of course, but
1 second.
or were we just visited by God?
Apparently, yeah. We had a very interesting troll. Okay, so with that, we're going to say goodnight.
Okay.
So,
We've had a visitation from God.
You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out
Have
with
you
us.
ever seen the Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like I just feel like saying it that way. We're on a mission from God.